What is up, everybody? This is Brother Mustard. You're at Grr-Must-Errd Gaming. I've got a little bit of an update on Remnant 2. These are my thoughts and feelings about what's going on currently, and I think it's really good to get a conversation going. Now, to start, Remnant 2 has brought me a ton of success and some of the best views I've had. Such a small YouTube channel, growing consistently, constantly playing new games, but Remnant 2 is my game of the year. It's been so awesome. Now, they just released their Halloween event. If you are not aware of what they're doing and what they've ran, is essentially corrupted apparitions are spawning all throughout the worlds of Remnant 2. You take them out and you get these items called corrupted shards, which I don't have any because I just unlocked the final corrupted gun. For me, it was the Meridian was my last one, the corrupted Meridian. Now, these are variants of boss weapons, so let's take a look at all of them. Let's chat about what they've done with this event, what they've added, what you need to do. The event ends very soon, so grind it all night tonight so you can get these weapons if you haven't played it yet. It can take some time. I tried to look into like a way to farm the corrupted shards and couldn't come up with anything really good. I haven't looked online to see what other people are doing, but as far as I can tell, you want to get out in the world, you want to get into large open areas, you want to move around as fast as possible, get as many to spawn, and then hit the next area, get their spawns and corrupted aberrations, and just keep moving from zone to zone. Takes about an hour and a half to unlock one weapon, at least it was for me, and I think I could have pushed a bit harder. I wasn't pushing as hard as possible. So, let's just talk about the guns quickly. So, Corrupted Affiliate. Now, this is probably my favorite out of all of them. This thing is disgusting. It needs to go to +10 right away. It fires 3 hypercharged wide arcing lines that path through targets. This is great for mobbing. This gun can take out large groups of enemies quickly. I am looking forward to potentially building a build around this kind of thing as like a Hugs modded destroyer. So we'll go from there. Micronova is really cool too. It shoots out these 5 compressed Dying Star remnants. You shoot those, you have to strike them, and then they blow up doing extra damage, obviously, and it's been really good. I've been running one of the new modifiers, so we'll talk about this after, but they've added new modifiers to the game, and Bottom Feeder got maxed out right away because it increases the range damage by 7.5 for every 20% of missing reserve ammo, and then gives you unlimited ammo when you run out for 5 seconds. Every minute you can do this too, so we kind of run around with this at minimum ammo, and then just kind of just go hog on elites and these corrupted aberrations. So this, I recommend if you're just doing this, if you're going to get into this tonight, I'll get this video uploaded stat. Get this gun first and try it out. It's the best in my opinion. Now, for secondary, I've got the Corrupted Meridian, and this has no mutator on it yet. I haven't put a mutator in because I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Yeah. Actually, no, that's not a good one to have. You don't need a fire rate on this. Yeah, this is a good one because, so what happens is it fires rockets that deal AoE damage within 2 meters. Charging the weapon can load additional rockets, so you can shoot twice. You get a 6-round clip, you can charge it up to shoot 3 at a time, and this thing puts stuff away. It's got great damage. Then Dead Point shoots like a cluster bomb. Super cool. Let's take a look at these in action quickly, and then I'll take you through the other 5 weapons. Let's give us a bit of range here. So, charge it up. 1, 2, 3. You can see it loading by the magazine. Got the little reticle to let you know when you've got a 3-round burst good to go. I love the aesthetic they put on this. I think it's really cool. It's kind of like a reactive camo. And of course you have your single fire. But then, what's really wicked, you get these cluster bombs that just go kind of crazy. Now, Ailan, this thing is red. This thing absolutely annihilates. So let's get our mod power charged up. Mod does quickly. Let it go. Ignite them. And this gun is just wicked for mobbing. Absolutely love it. Been running it like crazy. Okay, so next favorite gun that they've put in is the secondary. The only other secondary that you have is the Corrupted Rune Pistol, which is a huge improvement over the original Rune Pistol, in my opinion. I really like the Rune Pistol burst fire. This has changed it to a fully automatic weapon. Now, I am running the extender modifier on there to increase my weapon magazine and increase my reload speed. So, the thing about Rune Pistol that makes it good in the first place is it has a 45-round clip. Now, you go to this, and it's 25 rounds. You throw extender on, you get 35 rounds, and it bucks. Also, this gun sounds fantastic. Then, the modifier is also better, too, because I just find Rune Pistol isn't really great for healing. You want to use other things to do your healing. Your Relic Heart is a huge one, and then how you spec into your traits. Your fragments on your Relic Heart, and essentially your archetypes will give you best healing. I never found Rune Pistol good for healing, but it's way better with Death Brand, because with Death Brand, what you do is you apply brand to enemies. They take increased damage incoming, which is huge, and then if you pick up the echoes they drop, you gain increased weak spot damage, so it's a double win. Really great. Been my favorite. Now, let's do Corrupted Deceit. So I'm not going to bother throwing a mutator on there yet. I don't really like this gun. Only really saw what it was doing a bit. It's a bit weird, it's a bit awkward, and Deceit can be really great if you're running it properly with the Hugs build and you got that proper mod generation. Everyone should know about that. But let's check out what these do. So, 3-round burst. Get our mod power charged up. The mod is super cool. It's super interesting. And you can stop that. So let's charge that up again. Oh, look at it. And then you stop it in midair, like it bounces off stuff. It's hard to control. So off into the wilderness it goes. And it's cool, it's neat again. So a pinpoint accurate fusion rifle that fires back-to-back penetrating rails, high base damage, but cannot secure weak spot hits, charged fire. Now, the windfall is what's neat. If you can line this up properly, if you got like a stagnant boss, it could be really good for them. But again, I'm not in love with this Deceit iteration. It's not really doing it for me. Now, let's go to my favorite here. Now, the big thing I love on this is the audio. This thing studs. It's almost like a fully automatic thing. And of course, you fire that off. So these people now take increased damage, and if you get that kill, you will get a little echo that drops, you pick it up, and your weak spot damage increases. Dude, so good. Loving the Rune Pistol. Absolutely loving what they've done with that one. And last but not least, so I was initially super stoked on Corrupted Merciless, because Merciless obviously is the backbone of any bleed build, in my opinion. And when you read it, it fires high-powered nails, limited magazine size. When activated, grants unlimited reserve ammo and increases reload speed by 30%. So I was going into this thinking about how Corrupted Merciless had that 50-round mag, crazy good fire rate, just applied such a good secondary to it. But now if you check out what we've got going here, so this Corrupted Merciless is 3-round flip. 3 shots, and we're done with that. So let's get the modifier charged up, and we'll blast it off. So it's neat. They turn it more into like a sniper rifle, which is it's a very good change in iteration. But I thought the Merciless originally was better, so I don't know if I'd say that is what we're after. So then we go into the modifier, which is unlimited reserve ammo and increased reload speed by 30%. The entire magazine hits a weak spot. So this could be a crazy boss killer. Like,
hope you ain't causing trouble, stranger.
the reload is still
work for me.
Why are you talking to me, buds? What the hell is going on here? Look at that guy. Get the fuck out of here.
Who to trust out there?
What a jerk, getting in the way of my video. So anyways, not super hot, but could be a boss killer if you're shredding properly and you're running right. You put the right build together for this one, it could work, but I am so in love with the original Merciless. Again, not really working for me. So let's talk about our mutators now. So they've added, from what we can understand, I think it's 12. These mutators unlock with random selection, no specific type of aberration, and area needed. They just come about with a specific amount of aberration kills, we believe, and you get kind of your last one on your second and last corrupted kill. Bottom feeder, you can take a look at there. I'm just going to go through these quick. Bottom heavy. A couple of them are really fantastic and will be a big game changer for builds and what they do, so I really look forward to getting into work with them. Kill switch, ingenuity, top heavy, spirit healer. Now you can tell the difference in these because they have like a bit of a yellow tinge. They have time wave is not. Time wave is an old one. They have a bit of a yellow tinge to them, and they all have kind of a different shape. And then the last one we have here is sequence shot. So that's 7 for your ranged, and then for melee, you still have, and edgelord is probably my favorite. So melee charge speed increased by 15. I love using the throwable melees, so that is huge. It'll also be really great for the doe staff and as well Dreamcatcher. Really good for Dreamcatcher. So we got edgelord, shocker, stormbringer, latency, and opportunist. So as far as we can tell, there is 12. Between Lee and I, who played this a lot, we've got all the guns unlocked. We would imagine that that's what it is. We'll see what people corroborate that with. Maybe we got to go in and farm some more. But yeah, 12 new ones, and you can kind of just take a little glimpse at what they are. Yes, super cool. Stormbringer is going to be super neat, in my opinion. And where was the other one here? Yeah, so Shocker. Doing shock builds will be a wild thing to put together, especially if you're kind of running, you want to run like a really OP, if you want to run a super OP Palpatine build with your, let me bring it up here, with your Archon class type and just electrocute everything, I think doing like a shock build is going to be wicked. Shock rounds on your secondary gun, shock round on your melee, and then put something into your primary that just, you can go on electric all the way. So with all this coming out, and with what they've done with the quality of life updates, like, let's not kid ourselves. Everyone wanted loadouts right away. I think they did a really good job. The only thing I would like is to name them. However, I really like how it shows the Dead to Rights Isolator, Lucky Bloodhound, High Tech Mastermind, 9 loadouts. Saves your last used loadout, the one before what you're on currently, so you can kind of like quick load it, and which is a really good thing. But we finally got loadouts. They definitely did a bunch of different balances and passes on things, and then a huge pass coming on the weapons, and I think that's going to lead us right into DLC. I think we're going to get our DLC before the end of the year. Get in the comments, what do you think? I'm really hoping we either go back to Corsus or we hit Root Earth. I could see them going, the Corrupted Apparition thing kind of takes me into where we ended the game, and how Buddy in the Labyrinth basically wanted the world unmade in order to solve this problem. But I think he's got his hand in this, and it might lead into that, but that could be later on. So we'll see if my theories are right. But I believe we will be looking at a DLC within the next couple weeks, if not month and a bit. Before the end of the year, we'll get us started on our first chunk, and next year for sure we'll be looking at going into a secondary DLC. I think they said they have 3 planned right now. Super excited for those. I think they've done a great job with just this little update. The quality of life, the loadouts are massive. Stoked to be playing again, hundreds of hours into this game, and hundreds more to come. If you're not already, consider subscribing. We will be looking at doing more builds, more tips and tricks, farming, how to get the items you need, upgrade materials and stuff like that as we go along. I've got lots of that stuff on my channel already. I hope the people that have followed me through that are coming through and seeing this, and you can share your thoughts on what are we going to get, what are we going to see, what do you think of these new weapons. Get out there right away and get them. This event ends tomorrow, and yeah, share your thoughts, smash that like button. Thanks for subscribing, thanks for joining the community. If you're not, all good, thanks for spending your time here. Adios.